My name's Karen Lewis and I'm the Research and Strategic Bidding Manager at the University of Northampton. I've been here for more than 10 years and in that time I've been responsible for winning several large bids, both capital and research, and I'm also very proud to say that I won the Times Higher Award for Best Research Management Team. The university isn't a traditional research intensive university, so we have to be a bit more creative about where we look for funding. Our research tends to be very applied, so we work with a lot of partners such as the National Health Service, the local council, and we also have a really keen interest in social enterprise, and we've become very well known for that right across the UK and in fact internationally. We decided to switch to GRANTfinder because it really gave us everything we needed in one place. We've been using GRANTfinder for several years now. Originally we used the traditional GRANTfinder, which really helped us looking for project funding, and then a few years ago we added PolicyFinder, which we find great at all levels of the institution, looking at where policy changes are going to affect us. In the last year we've added the new Research Connect module, which for the first time enables us to look for research funding all in one place. GRANTfinder is being used right across the organisation. My office uses it, looking for policy information and funding, both for projects and research, what's new and what's changed. So we tend to rely on the news alerts coming into our inbox. We don't need to do lots of searches. We don't need to be very proactive. It all comes into our inbox, and then what we can do is send it out to those people that are interested. So we can just keep on top of everything and be up to date and make sure everyone else is up to date. Academics are using GRANTfinder in a number of different ways. They can use it the same way that we do, through the news alerts, and they can tailor those news alerts right down to their research discipline. They can also hone it right down if they're interested in a particular specialist area through doing the searches. Again, they can just do the search once and then they get the results into their inbox when anything changes. Staff have adapted really well to using GRANTfinder. It's very easy to use and the interface is very intuitive, so they can use it by themselves, but we found it beneficial to run training sessions with groups of academics and other staff that are interested, and they've been received really well. The information that we find on GRANTfinder is very easy to use, even where we've got funds such as Horizon 2020 and the research councils, where we could go straight to the website. What we find is that the reports that are written on GRANTfinder are very, very clear, very easy to read and pulled together in one place. So they're very useful to use to send to people, particularly where those people are perhaps completely new to the subject. It's much easier for them to look there rather than have to trawl through big websites. We also find information about niche funders that we wouldn't necessarily know about ourselves. So we can find information there through searches that we can send to people that are perhaps in particularly niche areas of funding. PolicyFinder is a part of GRANTfinder that we find really useful. It gives us up-to-date information on changing policies in areas that we're working in. So when those news alerts come in, we can send them to the right people, from senior management right down to people that are working on specific projects that would be affected by those changes. So far, we have 65 people signed up to the new version, and we've run a couple of implementation sessions that have gone really well. The feedback has been great, and we look forward to running more sessions and getting more academics on board. And what that means for us as an institution is we can maximise the return on our investment.